Good evening and welcome to the weekly roundup, and we move into the second half of the season. Blimey, it's going so quick. With the weather being so bad as well, it's been a real difficult time. However, we got some games on this weekend, and let's have a look and see how they went. Many congratulations to Sammy that gets on the Surrey Batting Honours Board for his 117. There he is, S. Samaratunga. Well played, mate.
Right, as you can see, we had another willing volunteer today. James Martin said he'll pop down and help us roll the pitch. You can see Pete in the background cutting the strips. Unfortunately, it's just started to rain, so we're making a dash for it as fast as we can to the garage so we can get up the hill before it's too slippery. Come on, you Phoenix.
Just a thank you for whoever nominated me for an award, and you'll certainly be my guest at the Oval. And just to find out what on earth it was for, so please let me know and we'll promote Friendley Phoenix together on the day. Massive congratulations to Ash as well for his nomination for a contribution to junior cricket, and I look forward to having a beer with him on the day.
Time for the match report.
Last Monday saw our under-11s take on Hook and Newham. We lost the toss and we were batting second. Top team effort and a spirited innings from Rayon saw us home with some great batting. 313 our net score, which seems really solid, 75-run victory, and keeps us top of the table with Eversley obviously hot on our tails. And glad to see you had a good time as well. Wednesday evening all looked a bit gloomy as we prepared for our game against Bentley Archers. The pitch looked a bit of a green top, and thank you to everyone who worked hard to get the pitch ready for this evening. Adam won the toss, selected to bat, and it was Yogi and Matty to open the batting. So as we kicked off, remember we retire at 25 here and try and give everybody a game. But it was this one that made the day, and that was a run of 4 between Sandeep and Harrison. We don't get many of them.
Run it, Harrison. Sandy, you're in. Okay.
And there's our card. And as you can see, well batted Yogi, 22, Rosie, 21, and great to have Neil Dukes back as well, 25, and his retiree. And then a great knock at the end by Sandy. That amounts to 130 off our 20 overs. Bowling card for Bentley Archers, as I say, 7 of them, and they spread the wickets around. So Bentley Archers start their chase, and these guys are always a good side and always going to be a handful. Chance to meet up with old friends, and Tom's back in 3 weeks, but we're going to have to battle hard as the game ebbed and flowed between both teams. The good news, it was getting a bit brighter and we were dreading the light would fail, but we managed to get there in the end. So there's the Bentley Archers card. As you can see, good contributions all round there and a couple of retirees. They reached our score with just 9 balls to go, but a good entertaining game. And let's have a look at our bowling card. 4 wickets taken, 1 for Henners, 1 for Sagar and 2 for Sandeep. And confirmation, as I say, with Bentley Archers winning the game on the night. Congratulations to them, and we'll see you soon. We're off to Hawley for the historic game between Friendley Phoenix seconds and the third team. So off to the toss and some groggy old weather to come as well.
It is heads. Right, okay, I know it's not going to be a popular decision, but we do need maximum points, so we're going to bat first, and we're going to hopefully score the 2-2-5 and get maximum points and see where it goes.
So great to see some old faces back here at the Phoenix. There was an important message that needed to go out to Dan Hall Galley from Big Luke.
I no longer like shepherd's pie.
And congratulations to Mark on getting his cap presentation.
Mark with his cap. Lovely. Welcome to Phoenix today.
So we were off, and the twos opened with Rosie and Jabley, and a great return from Isaac Rawcliffe for the threes, as he got Rosie's wicket, who was then replaced by captain Yogi Leal. And we did our so very best to stay out there, but the rain was really coming down. Great opportunity to grab something to eat, to snack, and get a cup of tea in before we go back out. I had an opportunity to catch up with injured women's captain Claire Peacock and find out how the recovery's going.
News from the physio, what they said?
They're really pleased with me. I've done the right thing. If they look at my MRI and they look at me and my knee, they don't believe it's the same MRI. So I'm doing really well. Lots and lots of exercises, lots of swimming, cycling, and yeah, they're really, really pleased with me.
That's fantastic. So
Isn't
all
it?
good news then?
All good news. Hopefully, you know what?
Brilliant. So, how did you feel that went? We started really well, didn't we?
We did. Eyes is hitting his lines. It's like he's never been away. I was bowling okay. Got stuck in the hand a few times.
Doing really well.
Yeah, but no, it's
We've
great.
kept the score down, haven't we?
Kept the score. It's a difficult pitch to bat on, to be honest. As long as you're bowling in the channels again, it's quite difficult to put away. So,
Yokes, how's it playing out there in the wet?
Tough. Balls bouncing low, staying low. It's not coming onto the bat. You've got to wait for the ball. If it's short, you've got time to pull it, but you then got to be careful that if it does stay low, that you
Well, there we are. Things started to brighten up. We got back out there, and that fear soon dissipated as Yogi went on to get 50.
50.
yeah. Yes, mate. Cheers.
Would you like some breath?
Yeah. Well, pressure's on. I knew what I was on. Luckily, skip down, gap in the field.
Nice.
It rolls away.
Good luck. Well done, mate. Baz, drinks, 25 overs. What's the score, mate?
The score is, according to the tablet, let's have a little look here. 104 for 2.
What's your
Shifty
thoughts?
on. Well, for 1 for 225, need to get Shifty on.
Go wiggle on now.
Yeah, I hope there's no rain as well, because obviously reduced overs, less chance of getting the 225, but we've got some big hitters that come and and Big Luke, so, and the 4 house fouls me.
Well done, mate.
Cheers.
They up the pace to get to the 225, and there's the card for the Friendley Phoenix twos. So well batted Jabs with his 33, and Yo's getting his half century, Kian getting a good start, and then Anu and Big Luke really having a go at us, and then Cam and BJ finishing it off in the end. And there they were, 231 for 40 overs, and the maximum batting points achieved. His bowling card, great to have Isaac back, and obviously we shared the bowling around a lot, but the pick of the bowlers has to be Mark with his 4 for 30, absolutely brilliant. So at the tea break, good to get some refreshment, and also good to catch the Phoenix bus, just waiting for Anil to grab the last seat. All aboard and off we go. It was Isaac and Chris who opened for the threes against a very experienced and talented twos bowling attack. Wickets did seem to fall steadily, and despite some stubborn resistance from Mark, Rahul, Gaz and in particularly Harry, this was the infamous pick that brought the proceedings to the end and victory for the twos. And that's a great effort, lads, taking it just over 30 overs. And as you can see, the only person getting double figures was our Harry on 21, so very well played. So the threes are 81 all out, and let's have a look at the bowling card for the twos. Look at that for a bowling attack, but 2 wickets for Matt, 1 for Luke, 1 for BJ, and then fantastically, Baz got 6 wickets. That is the best bowling figures for the twos. 6 for 19 for Baz, just taken over 6 for 26, Henry, back in 2021. There's confirmation of the result, with the twos beating the threes by 150 runs. So all finished just in time to grab a beer and hear of an England equaliser. So with the ones coming back, and happy birthday to one skipper, Alan Doyle, everybody settling down for penalties, and another great Phoenix night together. So there's Div 7, and there we are in 12th place with our threes, doing a great job again, making sure that we get the game on. And then right at the top, there we are, it's Farnham, then Hazelmere, and there we are in 3rd place. Elstead 4th after the concession from Frimley. It's going to be 2 from 5 by the looks of it, and it'll all sort itself out when they start to play each other, and it'll be those that win that will go up to the top, and those, I think, will drift away. So moving into July, and we're still having to cancel games. This time it's our youth games that had to be called off this Saturday. First team are at Frencham, and with our losing the toss for a change, we were predictably put into bat. And we were on and off, with the rain doing its best to ruin the game. It was tough going as well, and at one time we were 44 for 4. But for the flat track bullies, as we were described, we managed to put up a bit of a stint. So there's our scorecard. I haven't quite finished it because it's not quite up to date or accurate, but they've got a good stab at it, but someone's got themselves in a pickle, so that will affect the Fantasy League. But as you can see, it was tough going out there and well batted to Joe and Praj that really got us back into the game. Frencham bowling cards is 1 for Mark, 2 for Toby, 2 for Hamish, and 2 for Matthew. So we take to the field with the objective of seeing whether we can get the 10 wickets. And wow, we were bowling well, and Joe was absolutely on fire at this end. And with Andy being almost unplayable at this end, it was pretty much game over. There's the batting card for Frencham on a difficult pitch with some very decent bowlers, and fair play to Richard, he got into double figures, mate, but they were all out for 28 and 11.2 overs. Just the 2 bowlers used. What great figures from Joe, 5 for 4, and then Andy taking 6 wickets for 23 or 5.2 overs. Absolutely outstanding. So I'm not sure that that's exactly right, but I think Al's just going to have a look at the scorecard. But whatever it is, the result is Friendley Phoenix winning and a decent 29 points. And just confirmation of how good those bowling figures were. Andy and Joe both getting onto the card of the best figures so far for this year. And then Andy going on to being in the top 5 best ever bowling figures for Friendly Phoenix.
Great win today, Skipper. Happy birthday, first of all. What can you say about your performance, mate?
It's a total team performance. That was really well batted. Putting 210 on that wicket was fantastic. We were in trouble for a little bit, 40 for 4, but then Joe and RJ came in and really turned the tide. Charles with cameo right at the end, absolutely fantastic. And then the bowling was insane, absolutely insane. Never seen anything like it. Joe with 4, Andy with 6, absolutely brilliant. Great result.
With a good few games being called off due to the weather this weekend, it's good that ours was played and we stay at the top quite nicely and sitting comfortably there. And you'd like to think that maybe in the next couple of weeks and a couple more games, we can start to really feel that we're going to get promoted.
Let's have a look at next week's fixtures.
Saturday kicks off with the first at home to Recklesham at Hawley, the 2s they're away at Tilford, and the 3s, well, they're at home at Frimley Green Rec to Funkham CC. And then on Sunday, our Friendly Phoenix Flames take on Blackheath at Frimley Green Rec. So with the weekend over, Monday becomes very important. The Friendly Phoenix under-11s with the top of the table clash against Eversley. Tuesday, Greyshot Chargers, they take on Friendly Phoenix Flames. And then on the Wednesday, there's our midweek game with the Prince of Wales. And on Thursday, our under-16 girls are at home to Hartley Whitney. Well, that's all we've got time for this week, and we're going to play you out of how the season's gone so far. So we'll see you next week, God willing. Come on, you Phoenix.